As I'm recording this video, Marc Guehi is on the verge to join Manchester City after his summer move at Liverpool collapsed. Let's talk about what this means for the Premier League, what it means also for Manchester City, and what it means for Liverpool especially. Let's get straight into it. So Marc Guehi moving to Man City, what does it mean? For me, I think for Manchester City, in their perspective, I think this is an excellent deal. Even at 40 million, I still think you're getting the best English centre back who's available on the market. Just the best English centre back. He's left-footed, 6'2". He's a leader. He's been a captain for years at that Crystal Palace team. He's a leader also in the England national team. I mean, you're getting a player who's two-footed, can play with the left foot, can play with the right foot. We're talking about a player who has good progressive numbers, who's good on the ball. In that Manchester City team, he'll feel like a glove. And especially that now they have and Vardiol on injuries, so bringing in a player like him, I think it's really a great move for them. And what it means for the Premier League, I think Man City, honestly, they're gonna challenge Arsenal till the last day. I'm pretty sure that with that defensive quality that they're adding to their team, with that verticality they added with Semenyo, I think they'll become even more dangerous. We're talking about a team that was really good, and now they're even becoming better. If I don't know what's the timeline for Ruben Diaz injury and Vardiol, but if they can have them back, I mean, we're looking at a complete squad. And honestly, I want to talk about Hugo Vienna's work since he came in the summer. His 6 months, the players he's bought in. We're talking about Ryan Shirky for like 25, was it 25 or 35 million? We're talking about Ryan Aid-Nouri for 35 million. A player like Semenyo for only his release clause. Again, Hugo Vienna's job is doing a great job. Compare that to the work Richard Hughes has been doing at Liverpool. And let's talk about this Liverpool situation. That's the main reason I record this video, because missing out on Marc Guehi, I think, would be a disgrace. Now that I'm recording, it's not official yet. There's no here we go, but soon I think that there will be a here we go. I think if that happens, it's really a disgrace. There is no reason, there is no excuse. You shouldn't be going for Marc Guehi this winter transfer. Marc Guehi was supposed to join you on the last day. Even recorded a video of farewell where he was going to leave Crystal Palace. He even has pictures with the Liverpool kit. That's how close we were going to sign Marc Guehi. And honestly, it was a perfect signature. You know that Konate is gonna leave in the summer. He's not gonna sign an extension deal. Virgil van Dijk is not becoming any soon younger. Joe Gomez wants to leave also to be number one in any other club, and you can understand it. He has served this club for 10 years, being the second option. So yeah, you needed absolutely a centre back if you want to compete to a high level. If you want to win a Premier League, if you want to win a you need a centre back. So you brought in Giovanni Leone at that time, who was the fourth centre back in the Euro. And honestly, I would say, okay, you can survive a half a season with four centre back. But then what happened? Giovanni Leone got injured, and it's next year, so he's coming next season, and we don't know how he's gonna come and which form he's gonna come. So the only all right. So as I was saying, you needed absolutely a center back, and you needed him not in mid-January, not towards the end of the January transfer window, but at the first day of the transfer window, and you didn't do it. I was like, okay, maybe they're assessing their options. Maybe there is Mark he maybe okay. There is even other option, Schlotterberg. I don't know, Bastoni. I was dreaming, but the reality is that Liverpool have not decided to buy any centre back this transfer window, knowing the issues they have, knowing that even top four isn't guaranteed. You're not gonna win the Premier League, that's for sure. Top four isn't guaranteed, and the Champions League, honestly, that's the only place where you could do a great run and maybe win it, but you needed a centre back. And this situation again proves how this club is really incompetent when they have to work hard. It really proves it, because I've had enough of everyone saying, "Oh, Liverpool works well," or they are data scouting, or they have Michael Edwards, or they have had Joel Ward. I really I think this team works really well, but when it matters the most, they collapse. We're talking about a team that's having a bad season. The only glimpse you have maybe would be to qualify in the Champions League. Even if I still think that this should not be the goal. The goal for Liverpool should be to win at least the Premier League every season, or okay, maybe every season I'm pushing. Some season a team will be better than you, but every 2 season you should win a Premier League. Every season you should fight for the Champions League. You should be in the semi-finals of the Champions League. I think be finishing in a top four, I think it's just pretty enough. And I thought that this summer the club had proved me wrong. They went for the second best striker in the league. They went for one of the best strikers in Bundesliga, one of the best talents in German football. I was like, okay, maybe they have started realizing that this club should really like should go for better than what they were going. Should target higher, but I think this was just like no, no, it was just like a small screen because I don't understand how you can act like that. Because let's just hear the arguments they're saying. They're saying, oh, 40 million for Marc Guehi would beat a lot in this January transfer window. We're talking about the best English center back. We're talking about one of the best defenders in the league. I don't think there will be a better player you'll find on the market in this summer. You can tell me Bastoni, you can tell me Schlotterbeck, all those, but they don't have any Premier League experience. You don't know what's their level. Okay, Bastoni has proved his level in the Champions League at the highest stage. Okay, but Bastoni will cost you 80 million. How is he a better option than Marc Guehi? And Marc Guehi in this normally in if he didn't had a short contract, his value would be also the same. You know, I don't understand the 40 million for Mark, even if he only has 6 months left on his contract, remains a top tier. The other excuse I'm hearing, yeah, but we can't buy a player not knowing who's gonna be the manager next season. That's a false excuse again. Because Mark Guehi, whether the manager is Xabi Alonso plays through at the back, Mark Guehi is the perfect option. Whether it's another manager like Nagelsmann, I don't know Nagelsmann, Luis, a manager who will manage with four at the back, still Mark Guehi is your best option. He can play alongside Virgil van Dijk. He's right-footed. He's also left-footed and play out of the back. And the most important thing also is that he picks a homegrown spot. That's also quota you have to respect every transfer window. So you've got a player who's pretty been playing in the Premier League for all these years. I really don't understand this. And I've just had the notification. Here we go, just came, and it's not for 40 million. It's not for 30 million. Manchester City are signing him for 20 million. For me, that's a disgrace. As a Liverpool fan, let me know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can't see really. I can't see how you don't move for him, especially to join you in the summer. Like, I don't get it. Maybe most of you will tell me, maybe now he's demanding a lot because he knows many clubs want it. He's demanding a big wage. That's honestly the only excuse I can accept, and it depends also because we don't have any source. We don't know how much he's reclaiming. We don't know how much City paid, but I'm losing hope with this team. And final goal, I think it's just to secure top four. If you can win a trophy, then that's great. If not, that's not the end of the world. I think that's how it is. This season is for me. This season again is it's just a waste. It's just a waste. So we're gonna qualify for the for the Premier League, do a great run in the Champions League, and that's it. That's it. And then they'll tell me, oh, in the summer we're gonna rebuild. We're gonna find a new manager. We're gonna. By the way, that has to be the priority. That has to be the priority. If you tell me that Liverpool are not making moves because they want to first secure a manager, maybe for that reason I would sign. I would sign because again I've heard his press conference, and I can't believe that he's a Liverpool manager. Things is just said to on Calvin Ramsey. They're asking him if he's gonna trust Calvin Ramsey for that right back role, and he says he already has good options there. Why would you say that? Is that a Liverpool manager? How can you really say that in a press conference? You know, even if maybe you think it's the case. Me, I don't think it's the case. I don't think Soboslai or Joe Gomez are way better option than Calvin Ramsey. I think Calvin Ramsey hasn't had any chance. The only chance he proved that he's a good player. He's came back from injury. He deserved the chance. And let's say you think that do you really need to say it in a press conference? What message does it send to the player? So let me know in the comments if there's any Liverpool fans, if maybe I'm being too dramatic, but again, I don't think so. The signs don't lie. Marc Guehi to Manchester City for just 20 million. Liverpool, the worst case is that they didn't even compete. That's the worst case. They didn't even try, not even 15, not even 10. They didn't even try to convince him otherwise. So let me know in the comments if you see maybe any positive thing about this situation. For me, honestly, there is no center back on the market in the summer. Maybe Upamecano, but Upamecano is asking for 20 million a year. Will Liverpool pay that? I don't think so. I don't see any confirmed great center back we can go for in the summer. Tottenberg, Van de Ven, they're all great center backs. Knows how to play out from the back, but doesn't excite me as signing Marc Guehi, who's a leader, who's a captain. He was literally, I saw him like also like a future Virgil van Dijk replacement. So yeah, let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.